Hi there, Deneen Shoemaker with your 420 Minute. So I had a different thing that I was going to talk with you all about this week, but it's going to wait till next week or whenever. Because here's what I want to share with you. I was in Kalamazoo picking up some things that I needed for the house, and I was traveling back home, and I don't really like taking the highways or the expressways. So I was on a back road, and in the distance I could see a woman, I could see a person walking their dog along the road. And I'm just watching this whole scenario as I get closer and closer. I was paying attention to the road, I promise, but you get what I mean. I wasn't traveling that fast, and I didn't want to be with this dog. I wasn't positive, but I thought it was definitely on a leash, because what was going on was, this dog would sort of run out and then kind of do this to itself on the leash. And as I'm passing by, it was like the dog was kind of starting to get into a groove where she was kind of, she, I don't know, but trotting along next to the person holding the leash. They're human. And I thought to myself, isn't that funny? Because that's so like what we humans do. I mean, we're not on leashes, but, Jesus says, take my yoke upon you. It is light, it is easy to bear. It will bring you peace. It's like if we, and if you're going to be in a yoke, if there's two oxen in a yoke, they have to walk in tandem. They can't be, running out there and struggling for independence at the end of the leash. And so I just couldn't help but think about how that is so like us, that if we would stay in God's will, if we would make the choices that are best for our lives, maybe not the ones that make us most comfortable in the moment, but the choices that are best for our lives, and if we just stayed in stride with our Creator, I don't think we'd find ourselves, running to the end of the leash and getting choked, or getting left behind and then sort of getting dragged by the leash. So, just a thought. It just struck me as quite an interesting illustration coming home. So, let's try to stay in sync and in stride with our Maker this week, rather than going out to the absolute edges of our leash. Maybe that's what the tree in the Garden of Eden was all about. All right, so if you've enjoyed this week's message, give it a like, hit subscribe if you haven't. I try to get these out every week before 420. I just appreciate everyone, and I really, really, really mean it when I say I want you to live your best life now, because this really ain't no dress rehearsal. Grace and peace.